Alright, so after fighting with Granny Rags over the stolen key, we can now exit the ruins. That's the return drain, but there is still some things left to grab. Mainly this shrine. And I think the Agitator's like, dude, what the fuck? You just killed Granny Rags. Why?
You find your way into such interesting places, Corvo.
I do.
At the eye of the storm, raging between Granny Rags and this man who has lived his whole life with a cleaver in one hand and a bottle in the other. Crawling out of those flooded ruins, winding your way back to the pub where you last saw Emily. Where is she now?
Good fucking question.
How does it feel now, knowing your allies betrayed you? Strange how there's always a little more innocence left to lose. And Dowd, the man who killed the Empress. You had him in the palm of your hand, and you let him walk away? You fascinate me.
I mostly didn't kill Dowd because of the DLC. Just because I want to see how he works in the DLC. I know not killing him now wouldn't have an effect with the DLC because it's in the past events from this. But if he's a main character, I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. It's like I kind of want to see him if he's actually an asshole. I mean, he's just an assassin. Yeah, he killed it, but I'd rather hate the guy who, ordered the execution and brought in the rats. That's kind of a dickish move, just all around. So, I'd rather punish people like that asshole, Mr. Lord Regent. I remember this section. So I keep, wandering around, thinking that I'm in stealthy. And there's a bunch of eggs next to me that trigger, and they're all shooting at me. And they do start hitting, and they hurt a lot. At first they didn't do anything, and now they're like chewing into my health. So at this point I was like, whoa, okay, how the hell do I even get past here? This is kind of crazy. Turns out that the people on the other side that I'm trying to sneak away from aren't actually guards, and they don't give a shit that I'm here. Yeah, I was like, wait, you're humming. Hey, guards on Hummer? You're not afraid of me? Oh shit, dude. I can walk around here. The game doesn't really tell you, oh, it's safe to not, it's safe to walk around here without the mask on. Don't worry about it. And then I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes because most of the time you're just running away from guards and whatnot. So it's hard to be like, oh yes, you're not guards.
Crawling all over everything.
You are good friends. I guess that's one of the complaints with the new open world, where you're like, okay, who's friend and who's foe? How do I tell that apart? Because everything just appears, yellow in the dark vision. So it's not like the Batman games where it's like, I'm gonna mark these guys red for bad and these guys white for good. Oh yeah, by the way, I have more spitters. This area had a bitching ton of spitters. And I think at this point, my grenade is looking better and better and better, and I think I might die here. So similar how the potions work, you have to have a certain amount of a certain amount of health in order to be alive. And unfortunately, none of those potions I picked up were health, so that makes things a little harder. And there are fish in the water, by the way. Not only is there something spitting at me, but I think I tried to escape it by climbing up here. No. It's in the corner, sniping at me. Ugh. What a hard knock life. And I think it starts me back before we get into that room altogether. Okay. Throw a grenade over there to murder all of those asshats. I don't want to deal with them. The grenades are very useful if you can hit them. So again, their outer shell is very hard to crack open. Just my bone charm, dude. Chill. It's a social experiment. Did I get it? I don't think I did. No, now I got it. But yeah, it's kind of an annoying enemy to fight, just in general. Can I blink to the side? I think I have to jump down from here. I think I'm not actually supposed to climb up into this pipe anyway, so I don't know if I am allowed to be up in that pipe, but I was, so you can't stop me, game. I do what I want, like you told me to do. I got some cross bolts back, which is nice. Just in case you're wondering, that is the thing that happened. And we should be coming near towards the exit. And where we come out, it's pretty interesting. So we're going back to the Hound's Pits pub. So, weirdly enough, I killed 24 hostiles, and that was considered low. Which is nice. That's the kind of mission I am a big fan of. I recovered my gear. I helped Slackjaw defeat Granny. Probably should have sided with Granny, but I don't know. I ain't about eating humans and making bone charms out of their bones.
Please, no. Oh.
Hey, Cecilia, did you betray me, you asshat?
Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed, except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore, but I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream.
They killed Lydia?
I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done.
Asshats.
Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt.
I wonder if we
They
saved
said
her
it was
by
time for
saving
Sokolov,
Kurnow.
and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that.
I wonder if
Emily
saving...
was there
okay,
when
never
the
mind.
killing started.
She saw
Poor
it?
child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too.
So I wonder if, because we saved
I thought Lydia
Kurnow
would
from the
scream
beginning of
on
the
me
game
at the
from
end.
Campbell,
She just
I
told
wonder
Havelock
if
to
that
screw himself.
prevented him from killing Callista now. That'd be an interesting little twist. I don't know if that's a thing, because this is, after all, the first time I played it, and I've only played this one time. I don't know who Wallace is. I think he was the asshat who walks around and he's like, I'm in charge. I think that was who Wallace is.
I don't think
But
the
now we're back in
Admiral
the old
actually
apartment
knew
section.
what
We've been here before to get like a rune or bone charm, I forget which. And now we're back out. And we have to get inside the pub.
Gonna be a great party tonight. I was only a kid at the last coronation.
If we even make it to tonight. Will you look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead. Poison thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. With a mask in the river, left town.
That's what a rational person would do. Now this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Cauldron girl from him the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
Criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Waiting. He's probably watching us right now.
Damn right.
It's that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer, ever closer, until...
Cut it out. What's so impressive about Corvo anyway? Who's he got up against? A couple of high overseers, a couple of noblemen? You could never stand up to men with our training.
Well, now I do hope he shows up. I want to see you run.
Yeah, the guards are great to listen to. So now we have two objectives here. We have to first save Emily, and we have to kill Havelock. because he is in the pub. And I think this rune is in Havelock's old room. No, this isn't Havelock's old room. Never mind. I forgot where that rune is, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just don't remember it. I think I ran into some problems during this mission. I think I died, had to restart. Mostly because of this room. It's just entirely this room, I should say. There's an asshat just sitting here. I should have been using sleep darts. And it turned out that he wasn't actually in this room.
Still trying to penetrate the workshop. You think Piero Joplin's inside? That crackpot natural philosopher?
There is evidence that Anton Sokolov was held here against his will for some time. We can't determine what happened to him.
That's right. I think I murdered this guy.
Building with Piero Joplin.
And people just noticed it. It's like, oh, fuck. And then I'm fighting 4-on-1. So, I think I got shot here. Yeah, and I think I die. I don't know why I zoomed in for that shot. Like I said, I don't know. I think I kept hitting left control. I think that was the zoom in or left alt. My mouse wheel is also broken, so I'm pretty sure that's not an excuse, but I just wanted to mention that in case it could have been used as an excuse.
Oh.
So we've already heard this conversation, so we can just sort of leave it. But yeah, we have to kill Havelock, because it says he's here, and we have to save Emily. And they also mentioned something about Piero and Sokolov being held up in the garage thing.
We can make it to tonight. Look, you look at this mess.
I have to wait for this tall boy, just in case.
Poison thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. Either masked in the river, left out.
That's what a rational person would do. Not this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind.
I hear they had to hide the Caldwell girl from him.
That's right, I had to crawl into here just to make sure I wasn't spotted by the tall boy. I think the rune is actually in the workshop. I still think there's a way to get walk through some of the walls. Like, I still think that's a thing. But there's a bunch of guards, by the way, and a couple tall boys, and I trying to fuck with some tall boys, like I am right now. Good job. Luckily, though, the way I'm going is actually the correct way to get inside. And I found this little weird contraption here, and I was like, when did this come in? Wow, what is this? Now they are checking after us, and I'm getting shot by a tall boy. Yay! Tall boys, so fun. I wish there was a way to take care of tall boys, like when you're trying to do a non-lethal takedowns. Like I don't know, some like a what are they called? The rope that you like swing over your head and throw at people. It's like a bee.
I couldn't agree more.
Boy,
Your expulsion
something.
from the academy was a crime against natural philosophy.
I knew it was too good to be true.
Might have pointed out
Seems the conspiracy tried to use old Piero for their own gain.
I want to
That's right. It's like they're just talking over each other.
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your autonomy. Why have you not tried the homeopathic solution?
And where am I to find the substance?
Corvo, good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us.
Thank you.
I've completed
You were a
Piero's
prisoner.
work on
Sorry
an
about that.
arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, nearly rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our
Still not
enemies.
sure how that works out, but
This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring
it doesn't matter
us.
about that. It sounds so
I
fucking
need
cool.
my final sequence.
Not sure how it works,
which is
but
recorded
fucking
in the
awesome.
blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Returned the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there. You may navigate the fields of battle with ease, but Sokolov and I are not as gifted in the same way. Without the arc pylon, it is only a matter of time before they put an end to us.
No.
We can get this device working, or you can go out and remove our enemies one by one, whichever you think is best.
And when I heard that, I was like, fuck no, I'm gonna get rid of them all at once.
I knew it was too good to be true.
All we
Seems
need
the
is that
conspiracy
final
tried to
shot
use
for
old
Blue
Piero
Cutting
for
yourself
their
out.
own gain and discard him. But they
Even I
dared
do not know its
and
full
delivered to me an ally almost as brilliant as myself. Old Sokolov and I will hold up here until we can blast the ruffians outside and make for the academy.
So yeah, that's their plan. And in order to help them out, which I do want to